Good afternoon, Tallahassee. I'm Vanessa Barreto with your 4FSU weather update. It was a hot day today, pretty much all around the Big Bend region. 95 in Tallahassee, 95 in Thomasville, 97 in Bainbridge. And unfortunately, we lost that relief that we were getting from some of those storms. And you can see that here, just a few light storms passing by through Tallahassee and here over to the west. Here in Perry, there's pretty much nothing going on. And this is just the typical sea breeze that we're used to. It's being hindered as the Bermuda High moves closer to the west. So tonight's forecast, it is going to reach the mid-70s, but it's going to be light cloud or clearless night. It's going to be a beautiful night to get out there. And it was a balmy day today. We had some dry air moving in that'll make it hot for the next few days. And now here's Jake with the local weather.
All right, thanks. So congratulations, first time on the show. Welcome to the FSU Weather family. Right now in the capital city, we're sitting at 88 degrees. Some light rain falling, so a little bit of relief is actually on the way there. Despite that humidity, you see the dew point sitting at 76 degrees. Very muggy conditions out there at this hour. Let's look at these temperatures. Very warm where you don't see the rainfall being apparent here. 95 degrees being the high spot in Thomasville. A little bit cooler by the coast. 90 degrees in Carabel, 89 in Apalachicola. Again, spotty showers have been the trend throughout the afternoon hours here. Just enough to cool you down a little bit here. Look at these dew points, and it's going to mislead you just a little bit because the mugginess is there. That would suggest a lot of thunderstorms like we had yesterday. These numbers are very similar. 77 Thomasville, 77 Monticello, 72 in Thomasville. But at the upper levels is where we have a lot less moisture, as that upper level low that was over the Gulf has dissipated and is not impacting things around here anymore. So we've had pretty weak showers, if any, across the area today. With that, those heat indices have been extremely high. 100 degrees right now in Perry, sitting up after 6 o'clock here. 104 in Thomasville as well as Quincy, 99 in Tallahassee, so not quite cracking the century mark around here, although we have hit it earlier in the day today when we got those highs up near the mid-90s. Let's look at the radar at this time, and again, just a couple of weak showers. You see one down in Wakulla County, as well as just to the southeast of Wilma right now. Again, Tallahassee getting a little bit of drizzle, some partly to mostly cloudy skies. Otherwise, the dominant story throughout the rest of the area. You see Perry over in Taylor County sitting pretty well as the entire day has gone on here. For tonight, 75 degrees for a low, mostly clear conditions, a beautiful night ahead, although the humidity at the surface is still going to be a factor. So, of course, the ick factor, as we like to call it, going to be there for you if you're going to be going out for any of your hump day plans. And for the boat tomorrow, looking like a pretty solid day. Winds out of the south at 10 knots, light chop out there with the waves at only 2 feet or less. A slight chance of thunderstorms starting in those late morning hours, as we're accustomed to seeing with that sea breeze. Otherwise, one of the driest days we've had around here in quite a while, so looking like a fantastic day. Let's look at that Thursday outlook for you right now. 95 degrees for your high, only a 20% chance of rain, so of course a stray thunderstorm is possible. We're looking at a fairly similar picture to what we had today, so of course be prepared just in case those afternoon hours cook up any thunderstorms your way. But the big story being that heat index reaching 106 degrees, getting very close to that heat advisory threshold. We've had plenty of that across the United States in the last week or so here. Let's look at the week ahead now, and we're going to see this trough moving in starting Saturday and Sunday, beginning to push those rain chances up just a little bit. However, the relief from those hot temperatures not really going to be much of a factor. You see those mid-90s for highs. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's where you see the rain chances begin to pick up, especially on Wednesday at a 60% chance, high of 94 degrees that day. We're going to talk tropics right now and eventually segue into our Around Florida segment. Let's start off with a recap of the 2016 Atlantic hurricane season. Once again, only 4 named storms. We have not had anything active since Danielle made its way into Mexico back in late June. But we are watching a wave out near the Cape Verde Islands, just off of the African coast right now. It has a moderate chance of tropical cyclone development in the next 5 days. Again, we'll be monitoring that. Around here, the coast is pretty much clear. Of course, some scattered thunderstorms over some of the mountainous areas of Cuba as well as Jamaica. Otherwise, looking pretty good. In the Pacific, things are beginning to die down as well, although we still have a couple of things that we're watching here. First of all, this disturbance pretty far off from the southwestern coast of Mexico here, giving that a pretty low chance to develop in the next few days. However, we have a couple storms that we are monitoring right now. Post-tropical cyclone Georgette right here, which was once a Category 4 hurricane as early as yesterday morning. The weakening cycle on that has been fairly dramatic here. And we look at her Tropical Storm Frank out to the southwest of the Baja California. We'll look a little bit closer into that as it's still pretty strong with 60-mile-per-hour winds. Let's look at that right now. Very far away from Tallahassee, of course. You're not going to have to worry about that being in the Pacific Ocean. 999 millibars on that pressure, fairly close to the standard atmosphere, so not really the strongest of low-pressure systems anymore, and that number's going to keep going up as we go the next couple of days. Look at the sharp westward turn that this storm is going to take, and out in the Pacific, that's where you see these things really start to weaken here. So we're looking at, by Friday morning, already dissipating into a remnant low. So again, Frank not really going to be making much of an impact anywhere. Now let's talk Florida here, getting back into the United States. And let's look at these current conditions first of all. A very dry day across the Sunshine State. Look at Fort Myers, 89 degrees, abundant sunshine there. 94 in Orlando under partly cloudy skies. A couple of areas seeing some scattered showers down by Naples in particular, as well as up in the Big Bend. But again, these have been largely weak in nature. With that, heat index values very high, 101 in Orlando, 102 in Fort Myers, 99 in Tampa. But of course, nothing that Floridians are not accustomed to seeing here. Let's look at that satellite and radar real quick. And you see Collier County as well as up towards Sarasota getting a little bit of thunderstorm action. The eastern coast of Florida has been largely dry throughout the day, save for a couple of spotty showers along Florida's Turnpike if you drive up near Osceola County through Orlando. For tonight, though, we're going to be looking at a very balmy night. 82 degrees in West Palm Beach, 81 in Key West, 73 degrees up north. It's a little bit cooler there. And tomorrow, the sunshine hangs around 95 degrees for your daytime high in Orlando. And again, abundant sunshine across the state of Florida. I'm going to hand it off to Lexi now with a national look.
All right, thank you, birthday boy. He just turned 20 today, so happy birthday. Well, across the United States, there have been varying temperatures. 109 in Phoenix, so very hot on the west side. But as we look at the east side, we have been experiencing more rain chances and moist conditions, so the temperatures are a little bit lower on the east side. Well, like I said, it's very dry over here. That's why it's the color orange means drier air over on the west side. You could see dark greens and light greens across the east side, especially in Arkansas and Louisiana. That just means that we have a lot more water vapor in the area, which is basically fuel for all those storms that we have been seeing. Now, let's look at Louisiana and Texas. There was a whole bunch of storms that brewed up as the afternoon came along, but as the evening will progress, those storms will die off and will start to move a little bit southerly, but we won't be seeing much impact there. And Minnesota is actually experiencing some very rainy and stormy weather as of right now. So some watches and warnings we need to look out for. Well, there's a huge flash flood watch right now, stretching from about Tennessee all the way through Kentucky and even some parts of West Virginia. They will be experiencing some storms later on today and tomorrow. And we have a few severe thunderstorm watches as well. And Phoenix, Nevada, and even parts of California are having a very excessive heat warning. So we really think it's hot here. It's very hot on the west side. Let's go ahead and zoom out, and really not much going on the central part of the United States. Again, airport delays have been pretty good. Dallas is grounded at 52-minute delay. Like I said, Minnesota's experiencing some weather right now, so they have a small delay. And New York also at 52 minutes. So looking at Wednesday evening, there's just a large variety of storms across the map, but as we head into Thursday morning, those storms will begin to clear up, so we will begin to start to see a relief from all those rain showers we've been seeing, especially in the southeast. But there's that storm I was talking about with that flash flood watch across Kentucky and Tennessee. Now, Thursday afternoon, those storms begin to pop up again, more moisture in the area, but I want you guys to look at this. Look at Nebraska and the upper part of Kansas. That is pretty severe. Huge risk of thunderstorms tomorrow, Friday morning. So, and I used to live in Nebraska, and those storms can get very violent. And those storms will move off Friday afternoon and into Friday evening. Again, pop-up showers across the map. But for tonight, it'll be 75 in Dallas, 90 in Phoenix, so very hot night in Phoenix, 57 in San Francisco. Now, I wish we had those temperatures here, but we have to live with 73 degrees in Tallahassee. And for tomorrow, there's that 112 in Phoenix. My gosh, Phoenix, you're pushing it. 91 in Dallas and 94 in San Antonio. Cloudy conditions and maybe some partly cloudy conditions across the map. But Colleen's going to take it away with Southeast.
But it's been cooled off a little bit. As we see that 88 degrees, there was a slight shower that passed through Tallahassee, but overall it has been a beautiful day, a little bit drier in the upper atmosphere as we have seen that high pressure move closer to us, but the current dew point is at 76, 69 Orlando, around that average kind of dew point that it is in the summertime. But the heat index is 99. Now, it didn't break the hundreds today like we have seen in the past few weeks, but it is still pretty hot out there, so make sure you keep that sunblock on because the UV index is still high. Now, the water vapor in the upper level, we have not seen as much moisture up in the atmosphere. There's a high pressure sitting over here that's bringing in all the moisture to go to New Orleans. Now, New Orleans has experienced a lot of showers all the way up to Little Rock. But as we go into Wednesday afternoon, you'll see that moisture developing over in the west. Now, as you look at the Doppler radar, there hasn't been a lot of activity all across Tallahassee, but if I step off the map, the Keys have been seeing some slight pop-up showers down south of Miami. But overall, the rest of Florida has been pretty clear, and it's been a beautiful day. Nothing too bad out on the radar. But as we go over to New Orleans, the east of Texas has been hit with showers all the way up to Jackson, Memphis, as there's that low pressure system that's creating all those showers being brought up from the Gulf, creating spotted showers all across their area by Jackson in New Orleans. So if you're in that area, make sure to bring an umbrella if that spot-up shower happens to hit you. But going on over to Tallahassee, it has been clear, except spot-up showers in the Keys. So beautiful day overall, and tonight that beautifulness will continue. 73 in Tallahassee, 76 in Orlando, 75 in Savannah. It'll be a nice, cool 5 to 10 miles per hour breeze, but tomorrow it will be again sunny at 97 degrees in Tallahassee, 95 in Orlando. But I'm going to finish it off with Lexi with the local 2.
All right, thank you so much, Colleen. Let's go ahead and look at what's going on locally once again. It's 88 degrees right now in Tallahassee. Little light rain that we saw earlier this afternoon, but we're pretty sure it's going to back off for the rest of the night. Humidity's pretty high, too. If you don't know how hot the humidity is, just look at my hair. It's pretty curly today. That's what happens when you don't put in that hairspray like I keep mentioning. Today's high temperatures did reach those mid to upper 90s again, 95 in Tallahassee, 97 in Bainbridge, a little bit cooler down in Apalachicola, as well as Perry at 93. But those current temperatures right now, seems like Tallahassee's the most cool one on the map right now. 88 degrees, we're 94 over in Wilma, 93 in Mariana. So mostly the Big Bend region has been taking a break from all those storms. Like we see here, yes, we have seen a few pop-up showers move across the Big Bend region, but nothing we have been seeing in the past couple of weeks. So definitely we're taking a break. Perry and the east side of the Big Bend region has been pretty quiet, so that's pretty much a good thing. So how should you plan your day for tomorrow? It's going to be a delightful start, 78 degrees, maybe a few clouds in the sky. So go out and take advantage, have a good morning run, walk the dog, do what you got to do. It'll be balmy, which is pleasantly warm by lunch hour at 92 degrees. Those clouds will begin to build up just a little bit. And in the evening, 90 degrees with an isolated thunderstorm will be possible. Now, I'm a beach person. I hope you are too. Winds will be south at 10 miles per hour. The surf won't be as bad as yesterday, but the UV index will be very high. So again, like we stressed, please stay hydrated, wear sun protection, and if you do need a break from that hot sun, go ahead and have a dip in the water. It's going to feel very nice. But for tonight, let's look at what's going on tonight. It'll be mid-70s across the board, 75 in Tallahassee, mostly clear, only 10% chances of rain, which is very good. Maybe a few clouds in the sky. But if you do have plans for the evening, we really want you to take advantage of that because come tomorrow, mid to upper 90s once again, maybe a little bit cooler down in Apalachicola. Heat index will be reaching 106. That is very hot. So again, keep yourself hydrated. And if you don't need to go outside, we stress that you please do stay inside. Now let me move out of the way so you can look at the week ahead. It'll be pretty dry tomorrow and Friday at 20% chances of rain, mid to upper 90s for the high temperatures, but Saturday and Sunday we start to see an increase in those rain chances once again, 30 and 40%. Those lows will remain in the mid to upper 70s, but come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it'll be to those lower 70s. But if you really love us, go ahead and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU Weather. We're also on Twitter. You can follow us at twitter.com/FSU Weather. And we all know that you love us so much. Go ahead and watch us on live stream anytime at livestream.com/FSU Weather. We also have an Instagram account. And once again, happy birthday, Jake Carstens. Thank you for tuning in, Tallahassee, and have a good evening.